Good morning. Josan. Just getting... Josan. Good morning. 大家好嗎? Hey George. I'm glad you're here. Is Yoko here? Hey Karis. Good morning. Hey Mui. Good morning. Josan. How is everybody doing this gloomy Hong Kong Saturday morning? 早晨，今日好似天陰陰咁樣。大家好嘛？心情同身體。How are you feeling physically and mentally? So, if you're across the ocean, good morning. How are you feeling? It's evening time. My brother's on, so I'm excited because my sister-in-law, Yoko, and my brother George are going to be practicing with me. Okay, great. So, before we start our practice, I want you to see if you can get like a towel or a belt. These aren't necessary, but you know we will be doing something with it. But we'll do it. We can manage without it. Yeah. So 如果你可以咧攞條 yoga belt or 一條毛巾, and if you have a block, that'd be great because today's like yin yang. So we'll be kind of like passively stretching and also dynamically energizing and strengthening our body. Right, so 你記得一陣間我哋 Yin Yang 個堂咧，其實係會唔單止 Yin Yin 地啦，拉下筋啦，但係我哋好多時都會係 strengthen 嘅。So if you have a block and a towel, that'd be great. So depending on time, you can just go run and get something to help you assist your practice. How's everybody feeling? Good morning. Anybody have well, I know a lot of you have been practicing with me for a while. So let me know if there's any issues. Kara's headache due to neck pain yesterday. Ooh, what did you do? I hope you're okay. Fun leg gang? Is it when you have a little bit like of a knot when you wake up? Just take care of yourself. So blocks ready. Okay, and also, you know, I know it's an online practice. I know that possibly like I'm unable to help you adjust your pose, but honestly, see if you can commit. You know, it's like it's a very, I feel today is going to be kind of like a very chilled practice, right? So maybe if you can, just stay with me. There will be some places where we'll be stretching quite long, and it is quite challenging. And it's so easy to kind of just like not do it because nobody can see me, right? But I want you to see if you can commit. You know, today's just about a 55, 60 minute, possibly less than that practice, right? Because we're going to have a very long Shavasana, right? So see if you can actually commit as much as you can, okay? Okay, let me scroll back and see if there's any questions. Okay, so Karis, again, take care if you have a headache. Drink some water or something, 可以補返或者你啱起身補返啲 hydrate yourself. Hi, Jackie. Mui, my arms are dead after self-practice. I saw you. Did you were working on your Pinchamurasana, right? Okay, take it easy, Mui. But again, today's a yin yang. There's like a balance of people that want yin and a lot of people that want vinyasa. So I figured today, let's just do like a yin yang class as much as you can. So does everybody have their mat out? Right, so hopefully right now you have your mat. You're in a place where you're actually able to have a little bit of you time, right? I understand that people have kids and everything, but you know, I just lock the door and hopefully they don't knock on it, okay? Make it easy peasy. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know after class, okay? I'm gonna swipe the comments off and then we're gonna come to our mats. Okay, so again, we'll be seated here for a few minutes. If you need to still, honestly, if you don't have a block, you can get like books, but if you use books because they have really sharp edges, to just put a towel over it. Okay, 咁如果你真係有或者冇磚啦，你盡量攞啲書啦，就算厚啲都好啦，用條毛巾鋪上，咁就冇咁緊，冇咁痛啊，瞓喺度時候。Okay, so just put those props aside. We'll use them in a bit, but not now. Okay, if you're with me and you're all prepared, just sit in a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. How am I doing that? Okay, If you're still moving about, it's okay. Just when you're ready, come join us in Sukhasana. Hands are on your knees. Soften your face. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Bagel cup hey fu hey. So around this time you should be able to come back to your mats if you're not. Lengthen your spine. So what I mean by lengthen is that just sit up straight so you feel that the breath is able to elongate the spine. It's stacked right on top of each other. Yeah. If you need a wall, you can sit against the wall, whatever works for you. Let's take a few breaths together. So through the nose, exhale. Inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Lengthen. 3. 拉长to you. 1. Exhale 4. 放松半边. Relax the face. 1. Inhale 4. 3. Expand the lungs. 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Feel the light just be underneath, behind your heart. Lighten a little bit more. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Somehow ganga guanza. 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Last one together here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your eyes closed. Right, I want you to feel the skin on the face as if it's glowing, as if you're smiling without grinning on your face. But feel maybe the tips of the lips lift a little bit. And as you breathe in and out, feel like you're actually igniting the flame inside you, right? So every deep breath you take, it grows a little bit brighter around the heart center and chest. And again, 如果你坐喺度時候發覺自己有啲唔自在，或者諗緊好多其他嘢，相信翻嚟就唞翻個呼吸。So whenever you feel like your mind is wandering, just come back to that inhale and exhale. Right? A simple 4-second inhale, a simple 4-second exhale. Okay, join your hands into your heart center. 雙手喺心口中間。If you like to practice with an intention or a dedication, you can make it now in your heart. Opening class together with 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale. Deep inhale. Let's have an awesome practice today, guys. Namaste. And open your eyes and let's begin. Okay, so we're going to come into a standing position. So feet are hip width apart. So we're going to start with a 12-step classical Surya Namaskar. Right? If you don't know what that is, it's okay. We're just going to move a little bit more of dynamic meditation. So moving meditation with our breath. Okay, so we're going to go a bit slow today. If you feel like you want to add on to the practice, instead of 8-point pose, you want to do a chaturanga, you're more than welcome to do that, okay? Feet hip width apart, release the hands by the sides of the body. Yeah, so just listen to my voice, look straight ahead. Right, find a drishti point, an eye gaze, just to the horizon. Right, 視線望前，放低雙手，and close your eyes，合埋對眼。Feel the soles of the feet. Right, find the weight to be even between the left and the right, to the toes and the heels. Yeah, and sometimes as we close our eyes, the body might kind of wobble a little bit. So see if you can engage your legs a little bit more. Right, 企喺度嘅時候咧，平均個重心向前向右左右。Right， 跟住如果合埋對眼，有啲搖擺嘅感覺咧，蹬行個大髀多少少。And as you stabilize your foundation of your legs, pull the lower abdomen in just slightly in. Right, not to the point where you're trying to like really suck in the stomach. Just a gentle pull in, right, the lower part of the belly button. Yeah, soften the shoulders. Yeah, palms are kind of facing forward a little bit. Fingers are relaxed in a neutral position. Again, engage your legs. Now open your eyes. Inhale your arms up. Good. Exhale them back down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back down. 2 more times. So inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now inhale the arms up. Good, and keep them by the sides of the ears. Reach up to the sky. So how do I strengthen and reach dynamically to the sky, but I soften my shoulders, okay? Keep them here. Okay, once your hands, you feel like they're straight, they're intact, squeeze the muscle into the bone. So you engage your legs. If you want, you can lift your toes up. Good, and push your thighs forward a little bit. Good, just a little bit. And then again, let the heart shine up towards the upper corner of the room and hold. Good, and as the head might tilt back, you want to move the arms back with it and hold. Good, feel like you're like, shining your heart forward and hold. Good, bend your knees, come back to center, exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Good, hold on to your opposite elbows. Make sure the feet are still hip width apart, ragdoll. Good, 捉住個手踭，上身向前傾. Yeah, and relax. Good, you can micro bend the knees if you need to, but make sure I want your head to be super heavy. It's kind of like a bowling ball dropping to the floor. Yeah, so I like to imagine that my legs are like a cliff, like a rock cliff, and my torso is like the waterfall going over the cliff. Holding for 5. 4, if you can, straighten your legs. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Good, and hold here. Good, so halfway lift, your hands can be in your calves, but just lengthen your spine. Good. So try not to come into like a cat pose with your spine. Wherever you are, if you're really tight, bend the knees, bring them to the thighs, and lengthen this way. Right, so make your modifications. Use your blocks if you need to. Hold. Good, bring your hands onto your hips. Get lengthen halfway and hold. So how do I know if I'm halfway or not? Just feel. Right, if I put a cup of tea or a cup of coffee on my back, will it hold still? Hold here. Now the lower abdomen pulls in, good, and engage the core. Hold for 5. 4, eyes are looking just straight down, slightly forward. 2 and 1. Inhale, slowly come up. Good, exhale and release. Keep your feet where they are, still hip width apart. So now we're going to move into our Surya Namaskar. Standing straight, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Strong arms, guys. Exhale, dive down, Uttanasana. Good, step your right leg back into a lunge and bring your knee down and lengthen. Good. Feel wherever it feels tight today. Right leg up, go your lunge, okay, my back is a little bit tight or my psoas. Stay here. Okay, we're going to move a little bit quicker soon. Okay, I want you just to feel your body now. Good, if you want a deeper stretch in the hips, drop your hips deeper, but lengthen your spine. Good, if your hands cannot touch the floor, bring your hands on your knees and modify. Good, exhale, come into plank position, jumps and hold. Holding plank. Ooh, my mat's in a weird position today. Okay, and hold here. Good, what is 8-point pose? Hold plank and I'll explain. Okay, so you want to bring your chest right? Right in between the hands, so not too forward. You want to bring your knees down. So let's try that together. So bring your knees down, exhale, shoot the sit bones back and drop the center of the chest down towards the hands. Hold here. This is 8-point pose. Inhale to a mini cobra. Good, and hold. So notice mini cobra, you want to bend your elbows. Try not to push up like this. Bend your elbows and open the chest. Is the light in your heart like still shining forward? Obviously it's kind of like a flashlight, right? You don't want to cover it, right, and shine it down. Bend your elbows, shine it forward, and hold here. Good. Our movements are very slow, but again, you'll start to sweat. It's quite challenging, okay? Hold here. Do not lock your elbows out, hold. Okay, make your legs strong, open the heart. Pull the belly in, push back into your downward facing dog. It might be your first down dog of the day, so take a moment. You can pedal your feet. Again, you can keep your knees bent and lengthen your spine. Good, and hold. Look in between the hands. Step your right leg forward. So in order to step forward, lift your left heel, pull the core in, step forward. Bring the knee down and lengthen your spine. Go forward. Yeah, so it's a better visual on this side. See the lengthening from the side of the body all the way down towards the toes. Good. So the blocks are always there for you. Right. Holding here, lengthening. So you can hold it here. Take your modifications. Yeah, look down. Step your left leg forward into a forward bend. Feet are hip width apart. Fold forward. Inhale, back up. Straight spine like we did earlier. Exhale, Tadasana. Release the hands. Let's do that one more time, a little bit more quicker. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Touch the ground. Pull the belly in. Left leg forward. Inhale, come up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale to plank. Good. Knees, chest, chin. Keep breathing. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step your left leg forward. Come into the lunge. Next your breath here. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. We good? Okay, let's do a full round. So we step the right leg back, as always right leg forward. Left leg back, left leg forward, okay? Let's do this, follow the breath. Inhale, mini back bend now. Exhale, forward. Right leg back. Inhale, keep your hands down. Exhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg steps forward. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up. Back bend. Exhale, all the way back down, guys. Now left leg, step back, lengthen. Stay with me, guys. Plank. Knees, chest, chin, down. Cobra. Don't hold the breath. Exhale, down dog. Left leg, guys. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step forward. Flat back, straight into the back bend. Breathe. Exhale, Tadasana. And hold. Stay still. Come back to the place. Eyes are looking towards the horizon. And breathe. You guys good? Let's go. Inhale, arms up. Good. And stay here. Exhale, bring your hands into your hips. Okay, the body's a little bit warm, so see if we can go a little bit deeper. Your feet are still hip width apart, okay? Try your best not to turn your toes out. Keep them parallel. Good. Now you can relax the head back, but I want you to feel chest is lifting up, lifting up. So remember when I talked about the legs? Legs need to be strong. Staying here for 5, go deeper. 4, keep your hands gentle on the hips. 3, chest up, 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 up. 2, and 1, inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. You hook your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. So when you hook your big toes, your elbows are going to the left and right. So try your best not to shrug the shoulders, yeah? So move them down the spine, just your shoulders away from the earlobes. Engage your legs, pull down. Yet if you want to go more intense, we have 8 more breaths here. You can take your hands and hug your legs. Good, hug your legs and go down. Again, relax the shoulders, deep breathing, lengthening your spine. Top of the head towards the floor. As you exhale, pull the face and belly towards the feet for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Step your right leg back, and lengthen. Come back to that low lunge. Good. Tuck your back toe. Inhale, lift your back knee up. And hold. Keep your left rib cage on the thigh. So the left leg will seem like it's taking a lot of weight, but again, reminder, engage the back leg. Drop the hips as much as you can. Okay, this is a very dynamic form of a lunge, so you're engaging your legs. Okay, so engage and belly in. Okay, now reach your arms forward and hold. Your hands are an extension of the back leg. Okay, staying here and breathe. Okay, make sure the breath is inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, engaging the back leg more. Holding for 10 more seconds. Don't let the left hip go forward. Pull the left hip back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back down. Bring the back knee down. Good. Stay here and lengthen. Okay, bring your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Bring your hands into a prayer position. Good. Stay here for a moment. When you can, twist the body. Good. Stay here. You can still look down to the ground, or you can look up towards the ceiling. Whatever feels good. Hold here. I'm going to change my position. There you go. Okay, now inhale, lift the back knee and twist. Engage the back leg. Again, we're very static. We're staying still. It looks like we're not moving at all. But you feel the breath. You feel that if you move that little bit, oh, there it is, a little bit deeper, yeah? So see if you can go a little bit deeper, millimeter by millimeter. Use your breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, twisting. Back leg strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down. Step back into plank position. And hold. Good. When you're in plank, remember, don't collapse. Don't feel like, hokoi, dropping down. If this is your position, bring your knees down. Engage your core again. Otherwise, keep your knees up. Hold. Okay, you can come back to your 8-point pose, or you can do a chaturanga. Good. Inhale, mini cobra, and hold. Good. So your option is to do upward facing dog, tops of the feet off the mat, and hold. Good. Downward facing dog, roll back. Step your right leg forward. Good. Lengthen your spine. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the knee up. Pull the right hip back. When you come into a pose that is so still, it's either you come deeper back into connection of the breath, or you release, right? You just don't do it. So see if you can stay with me with the breath, okay? Back leg strong. Eyes are looking down so the back of the neck is long. Reach your hands forward and hold. So the hands aren't just there for that. You want to engage. Reach forward. Pull the right hip back. Lengthen. For 6, 5, 4. Stay with me. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the floor. Bring your knee down. Come straight into the twist. So exhale. Bring your left elbow to the outside of the knee. And I'm going to go a little bit like this so you can see. Bring your hands into Namaskar. Good. Hold. Twist the body. And inhale. Back knee up. Good. So try not to collapse the torso. You're not resting your body on the leg. You're moving your torso away from the leg. Twist. Back leg strong. Now be still and breathe. Exhale. Good. Keep breathing for 5, 4. Back leg strong, guys. 3. Shoulders away from the ears. 2 and 1. Look down. Release. Get step back into downward dog. Inhale to plank. Good. Hold here. Good. So again, either 8-point pose or chaturanga. I'm going to do 8-point pose. Remind. 8-point pose. Exhale. Inhale to Cobra or upward facing dog. Good. And downward facing dog. You have the option to do child's pose. Up to you. Good. Step your right leg forward. Bring your left knee down. Let's do the right leg first. So if you don't have a towel, it's okay. Okay, we're just going to do shoulder rotations. If you have a towel, whatever length is suitable for you, good. Hold your towel and keep it kind of tight, yeah? So lift it up towards the sky and hold. Good. Now rotate it back, right, all the way down. Do you feel the shoulders? I have really tight shoulders, so I really feel it. Come back up and go forward. Stay in the lunge. Up and back. Good. Back and forward. If you don't have the towel, up and back. Back and forward. You're doing semicircles. Up and back. Good. Back and up. 2 more times. Up and back. So really, really sit deep, guys. Feel the psoas. The psoas are such a deep stretch. The psoas are here. Up and back. Back and up. And hold here. Release the towel. Bring your elbows on your knees. Do you feel that? The psoas stretch? Yes. Stay with me. It's not going to bow. Yeah? It's not going to be like, it's not going to tear. It's not going to break or rip off or anything. But you really feel like, oh my goodness, it's so deep, right? Stay with me, guys. So this is coming into our yin practice. Grab your block, bring it towards the right side of the body. So it's basically in line with the hip. Inhale the left hand up. Good. Exhale, arch over. You can stay here. If it feels good, drop the block, go deeper. Good. If you have the depth, remove the block, bring your hands down, and walk it over. So you should feel that extra stretch even more in the left psoas. We're going to hold here for a while. So reminder, the block could be here, okay? Hold. And the hand is not forward, right? The hand is beside the hip. Hold. So it's right here. Side stretch. You're not going forward this way. So if you're like, oh my goodness, I can't touch the floor, use the block. Stay here, guys. Good. I know it's very uncomfortable. We're almost finished, okay? Breathe. So as if, okay, take the inhale in, and then breathe the inhale towards the area of tightness, wherever it is. And exhale that tension out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down, step back into your down dog. Ooh, do you feel that leg? Okay, now step your left leg forward. Good, and come into that low lunge. Grab the towel. One more sequence of shoulders. So forward, okay, up and back, back and up, up and back, back and up, without, up and back. So if you have a towel, hold on to it. If you don't, just stay with me. And up, halfway, up. 2 more times. And back, back, and up. So don't just blah, blah, blah. Really feel like you're drawing a big shoulder, circle. Back and up. Good. Stay here. Good. Bring your hands down for a second. Use the block. Sit deep into the stretch. So are you tighter on this side? Which side is tighter for you? For me, it really runs around. Today, I feel a bit tighter on this side. Okay, so use the block. Bring it beside the hip. Oh my God, hip got lay. Inhale the right hand up and arch over. Good. Modify. Good. If you have the depth, bring it down and breathe. So remember, if you look down, the hip and the hand in one straight line and hold. Don't lean forward. Stay with me. We can do 10 more breaths here, right? 10個呼吸。係，所以如果你覺得緊個位置啦，吸多少少氣落去，呼啲緊出嚟，吸氣啲正能量，拉扯舒服啲，呼氣呼晒啲痛好緊嘅感覺出嚟。For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Hands down, downward facing dog. Step back. Good, inhale, plank, and hold. Good, so let's all do this variation together. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Keep your toes tucked. Okay, so make sure that the heel is right above the toes. Okay, so if you're kind of like this, right, I want you to walk your feet back, drop your hips lower, and make sure that heel is above the toes. Now from here, drop your hips down and hover. Right, just hover. Good. Outer spiral of the arms, open the chest forward. So modified upward facing dog and hold. Find your breath. Yes, open the chest. Your legs are strong. If you want to go deeper, press the hands back, open the chest forward. Good. You lift the chin for 5, 4, 3, strong legs, 2, and plank. Come back up. Don't go any higher and hold. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your knees down. And 1. Sit back on your heels. Go sideways. Good. And hold. We good? See what time it is. Oh, so fast. Okay. We're going to do a variation of camel. So just a little bit of movement in our Sukhasana. Okay, so kneel up. Good. Please tuck your toes and hold. Good. Now sit back down and just hold your heel. Right. So don't reach back if you have very tight shoulders. So just sit back and hold your heel. Good. And I want you to inhale. Keep your left hand on your heel and lift your hips away from the heels and look towards the phone or wherever, towards the left, and hold. I'm looking towards the phone. Right, so our chest is kind of towards a 45-degree angle. Okay, good. Inhale the right hand up and hold. Good. Now inhale, you want to start to reach your hand back, so it's like a side stretch, correct? Keep the left hand straight. Good. Now with your fingers reaching, draw a circle back. Good, and around. Come back up and hold here. So you did like a full circle, right? Okay, figure out the circle. Okay, so draw a circle back, look up to the sky, and come back to with the side stretch and hold. Okay, does that feel good? If you feel like, I don't feel much, you can point the toes. That's a little bit deeper into the stretch. Okay? So again, 除你如果你覺得唔夠咧，可以指腳趾好似我咁 ，otherwise 保持隻腳咪嘅。Okay? So draw a circle 圓圈, reach back, come back to the side. Let's do that 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Strong legs. Inhale and exhale. Okay, sit back down and release. So counter the pose by pulling the belly in. Here, like this. Yeah, so you don't have to come into child's pose. Just stay kneeling on your heels and pull the belly in and hold. So 記得係唔應該痛㗎. Okay, so especially in the back bend, you don't want to hold your breath, and it's not supposed to hurt. Okay, inhale, come up. Good. I'm going to go this way. So start with the toes tucked, sit on the heels, and hold. Okay, actually I'm going to go this way so you can see more of a different angle. Okay, so when you hold the heel, it's not out. You're holding it this way, so the elbow's pointing back. Good. Inhale, come up, and turn your chest over. Right, 呢個 angle 就清楚啲睇到。Right, 個心口擰向個右邊嘅。So whichever side you're holding the heel, your chest is pointing towards that direction. Right, it's less stress on the back. Reach your hand back. Good. So if you see from this angle, it's like a side stretch. Right, don't bend the right hand. Push away. So hold the heel and lock out that arm. Okay, now open the chest back, draw a circle, and all the way back towards the center. Good, and back to the side and hold. Did you see that? You good? Okay. Let's do that again. Reach back, open, Good. Come back to the side. Okay. 3 times. Inhale. Chest to the heart. Exhale, bring it back. 2. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, come back. Inhale, open the heart. Strong legs. Exhale, come back. Let's just do that one more time. I feel like I'm missing one time this side. Open. And exhale, come back to the side. And release, sit down. Counter the pose, pull the belly in. Good, and hold. So we're going to do full camel now. Okay, 我哋做全動作駱駝式. Okay. So if you thought that tucking the toes was more comfortable for you today, then keep your toes tucked. Okay. Otherwise, keep them down. Okay. So we're going to start the same. Sit down. So either toes pointed or tucked. Choose. Okay. Hold your heels. When you lift your hips up, 個 hip 位離開時候咧, don't let go of your heels. Okay, I want you to emphasize more of the thigh going forward. Are you ready? Okay, relax, relax the face. Yeah, make sure the breath is there and make sure you're having fun, okay? I know it's challenging, but come on, let's have fun, okay? So tuck the tailbone, use your thigh strength. Push forward, so you might start like this, and when you can, shoot forward with the hips. Drop your head and breathe. Where's that tension? Breathe into it. Open the body. So come back to the place where the heart is shining up. Thighs are moving forward for 5, 4, 3. Relax the neck, guys. 2 and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. And come into a downward dog. Hagosik. Regular students, if you want a vinyasa, you can. So if you're not sure what a vinyasa is, just stay in down dog, or you can watch me vinyasa. Good, hold here. Good, bring your knees down. Okay, so we did some back bending. Now we're going to do a little bit of wrist conditioning and core, okay? So I want you to turn your fingers down. So look towards the camera, or the screen, and then point your fingers down and bring them down onto the floor. Okay, so if you notice my elbows, they look a little bit funky because I have hyperextension, right? So ignore that. What you want to do is bend your elbows. Good, and then really feel. So make sure the base of the wrist stays on the floor, right? So 呢個位置咧，唔好離開地下 ，OK？ 我個手踭係有啲 hyperextension 㗎，所以你冇就唔係應該咁樣嘅，我係只不過有啲奇特嘅感覺嘅手踭嘅 hold here. You know, for people with hyperextension, it's actually more challenging, especially in plank, because we have to bend the elbows to get it straight. Hold. Yeah, so we're just going to stretch the wrist in one direction today. If we're practicing more of a vinyasa base, you know, I highly recommend to condition the wrist before practice. Good. And hold. Good. Release. Good. Now come in all fours, like a cat and cow position. Now bring your hands back into that position and hold. Okay, do you guys see there? Maybe a better angle this way. Okay. Good. And hold. So I need to bend the elbows a little bit. Okay, you don't have to. If your elbows are straight, just keep them straight and hold. Okay, so exactly same as we were when we were standing. The weight in the palms are even, right? The thumbs to the pinkies, right? So even grip your mat a little bit. 平均個重量喺個手掌，抓住個脊 ，make sure 個手指公連手指尾係一模一樣嘅。Good. If you want a little bit deeper stretch, lean back with the hips, stretch deeper in towards the arms. Hold here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up and release. Interlace your fingers. Good. And just wiggle. So like a circle. Like a figure 8. Right. Good. Opposite direction. Good. Come back. We'll do that one more time. Okay? Wrist back. Good. And hold. If this is enough for you, just stay here. Okay? 如果覺得呢一個已經係好足夠咧，你 hold 住呢度向後 so just lean the hips back. If you can't come into a plank position, get some stretching and conditioning and hold. So I need to micro bend the elbows. You can too if you need to. Otherwise, I'll lock my elbows too straight. Find your breath. Strong core. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees down slowly. Good. And then release the hands. Again, shake it out or do your figure 8. Okay. Now come to a normal plank. Your wrists feel stronger, more open. Let's do more plank. So, okay, ma, I'll down my leg. Ready? Plank. Come up and hold. Good. Now lift your right heel up, so your right foot off the mat. Good. And bring your left foot down, and just bring your knee to the side and hold. So if you need a few seconds just to kind of figure it out, but I'll do that one more time. Plank. Lift your foot up. Bring the left foot down, toes pointing towards the left, and bring your left hand on your hip and hold. Good. Extend the right leg straight and bend. 2 more times. Straight and bend. Straight and bend. Now straight, I bring it down towards the floor. So your right hand and your right foot come into a straight line. Okay, got it? Good. Inhale the left hand up. Good, fallen triangle and hold. Keep the left leg straight if you can. Good. If you have more depth, you want to open more, let the right leg slide forward a little bit more and open the chest. Look up if it feels good. Look down if it feels good. Open the heart for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left hand back on your hip. Don't collapse. Now bring the right foot, if you slid it forward, bring the right foot back towards you. So the hips are stacked. Lift the right leg back up and come back into your plank and hold. Okay, other side. Lift it up, flip, right hand on your hip and hold. And straighten the left leg and drop. Keep moving. Straighten and drop. Straighten and bend. Straighten. Now bring it down to level towards the hand. Add a little space. I'll move my hand back. Open the chest. Good. Open the body. Straighten the back leg. Good. So it doesn't matter how the pose looks. You just want to open and feel like, oh, it feels so good. Keep your hands strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right hand back on your hip. Take a moment to bring the left hip back underneath the right hip. Get lifted up and come into plank and hold. Get push the ground away. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down dog. Whew. How do your arms feel? How does your core feel? Bring your knees down. We all good? Okay, let me know how you feel after class, okay? We'll chit-chat a little bit after class, but stay with me. Let's continue on. Okay, bring your elbows down. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit of low plank. Untitled Chapter, okay? We'll come forward a little bit. Yeah. So reminder, hold your opposite elbows. Make sure the distance is not too wide, okay? Reach your legs back. Just a little bit, not too much, okay? Good, and lift your knees up, low plank, and hold. Good, I want you to interlace your fingers for this style, for this set, sorry. Good. Now, lift your hips a little bit higher than usual. Walk your feet in maybe half a foot. So you're kind of like a mini V, okay? And hold. We're gonna go forward and back. So imagine that, excuse me, you want the chest to touch your thumbs, okay? How many times do you guys want to do this? I'm feeling like 15 times, okay? Let's go. Forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. 15. Forward, back. Forward, 5. And hold 5. Let's hold the multiplications of 5. Hold here. Good. And back, down. 6. Up. 7. Back. 8. Back. 9. Back. And hold 10. Hold 10. So when your chest is going towards your thumbs, your hips should be low. Okay? Good. Back up. 11. Back up. 12. Back up. 13. Back up. 14. Back up. Last one. 15. And hold for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank. Press up. And downward dog. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Good. Bring your knees down. Take a breath. I need a breath. Hold here. Okay, so we're probably sweating. We're going to slow it down a little bit now. Okay, so we're going to come into sleeping pigeon. So let's just go straight from here. So walk your right knee forward. Good. And bring your ankle slightly out, maybe about 20, 30 degrees, depending on what your practice is. Good. Bring your hands down and walk your left leg back. Just coming into pigeon pose. Right? If you're falling over like this, I'll go this way. If you're falling over towards the right, use the block to put underneath your right hip and get a little bit of height here, yeah? If that's the case with the block underneath your hip, just lean forward like this. So you don't need to lie all the way down, okay? Eventually you want to move the right foot so that it's parallel towards your top of the mat, yeah? And then the left hip is rotating down. Okay, so you're not opening the hip or falling over towards the right if you want. You know, if your block is too big, you can put a towel or whatever underneath, just to make sure the hips are square. And wherever you are, fold forward. Good, or keep your hands down if you have a block. Good, close your eyes and breathe. Relax down. This way. So making sure that your hips are even. If you want to go a little bit deeper wherever you are, you don't have to lift your torso up. Just walk your left leg further back as much as you can. Good. Be very careful for those that have really tight hips. You don't want to force the stretch. As long as you feel that stretch in the right outer hip area, the piriformis, then it's perfectly fine. Because what happens is that, again, I've said this many times, if you have tight hips and you try to force it, right, the knee kind of takes the weight. So sometimes you might hurt your knee, pop it out, and it's very painful. So just, excuse me, just take care, okay? So feel the stretch and go, you know, it's good. Actually, if the stretch is good, go a little bit deeper until like, it's good, right? Then if it's there, then stay there and hold. Holding for 5 more breaths. I'm gonna go full cup. Yeah, make sure you're breathing soft, right? There's no, because we're not moving much, the breath just needs to be there. Right? Make sure you're inhaling and exhaling. Good. Inhale, come up. Good, and we're just gonna switch sides. So we're just gonna take the block away if it's there. Good, and then swing your back leg forward and swing your right leg back. Good, and hold here. So I'd readjust the front foot, and then wherever you are, go forward. Good, or put the block or towel underneath, and breathe. Good, these are one of the poses that when I'm teaching a class, I don't really adjust. If I do, I give verbal cues, because when you're in this pose, it looks so shufo, so nice and relaxing, but when you're in it, you're like, ooh, I feel it, right? So when a teacher comes over and adjusts you, especially when you're actually releasing, collapsing down in the pose, it's harder to adjust, right? So just what I do, right? If you want to adjust as a teacher, just make sure that the student is ready, right? And you're not forcing anything, because it looks like it's relaxing. Oh my gosh, it's so not relaxing at all, right? Especially when you're going deep. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Good, exhale and release. Okay, so just come into a forward bend. Good, so just inner rotate the hips back and lengthen your spine. Good, if you can reach for the toes, touch the toes and hold. Good, so we're just gonna start the beginning of the stretch, lengthening our spines, okay? Because we're actually gonna do the opposite after. So at this point, 拉拳 to you. So 我哋初時向前呢， right? So if you want to bring it to calves, it's okay. What's important is that you want to lengthen. Okay, lengthen the spine and hold. Good. Bend your left knee in. Yeah, now bend your right knee. All right, so just everybody bend the right knee together. I'll go this way. So you're kind of looking like this. Good. And now I want you to bring your chin down. Good. When we interlace our fingers behind our head, remember you're not pulling the head down, right? You're just interlacing, locking that in, and then relaxing your hands down. So that helps you get into that deep stretch on the upper back for some, and actually it's a really great pressured engagement towards the thyroid, right? Gap jong sin, right? So remember the chin down. Good. Interlace your fingers, and then bring the chin down. Relax the hands. Lock this in, but relax the hands. Bring your forehead on your knee. I'm going to be talking funny because my chin is down. Hold. Okay, now if you have that connection of the forehead and the knee, stay where you are, just listen to my voice. All right, you're going to slowly walk your foot forward. Right, and eventually, if you have the full pose, your leg is straight, but your forehead has to touch the knee. So we're not working towards the main stretch being the hamstring. It's more of the Jaladhara Bandha, right? Pulling in towards the thyroid, stretching the lower back and upper back. So make sure the shoulders aren't shrugged. Relax the shoulders. And hold here. And pull the belly in. Inhale, slowly come up. And release. Switch sides. So start with an event. So 記得唔好一嚟就話蹬直咗腳，覺得我一定要拉長大腿肌肉。我而家想集中個甲狀腺、寒背，拉長個上腰部。Okay? So interlace your fingers, forehead down, and hold. I sound funny. Hold. Now when you're ready, walk forward. Keep your forehead on the knee. Relax the shoulders. Try not to turn the foot up. Okay, you still want to keep it straight. For 5, 4, can't talk. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll back up. Good. And legs straight. So now we're going to do it with both knees straight, which is a little bit more challenging, but possibly just keep your knees bent. Okay, and hold. So bend your knees in. Okay, this is a good prep for like a more passive rabbit pose, yeah? You interlace your fingers, pull the chin in towards the chest. Good, and tuck your forehead. Right, so you want to pull the core in so the spine is curled like a rabbit. Good, and pull it in towards. Okay, pull the belly in. Good, if you can. Noisy, stretch the legs out, pull the forehead. Okay, so for me, from here, my forehead's already leaving it. But so if you have the flexibility, you can go straight. For me, it's around this distance. Hold. For 5. Slowly come up. I'm like, I'm for 5. Good. Good. And let's lie down. So if you have a block, take it with you. If you don't have a block, I'll give you the variations. Okay? So lie down. Good, and hold. So 如果有嚿磚咯，攞嚿磚。如果你冇唔緊要嘅， if you don't have it, it's fine. Okay, bend your knees so the soles of the feet are on the mat. Okay, I'm gonna go be this way. I don't know which angle is good. Okay. Take the block, if you have one, and put it underneath your hip. So it's like elevating your hips. Okay? Okay, so it shouldn't hurt. Okay? If you don't have a block, stay exactly where you are and just hold it here. You're gonna walk your shoulder blades in. Inhale, lift the hips up. Hip width go. And hold. Okay, your feet are hip width apart. Good, so if the block should be just right underneath your hips if you have it there. Okay? Now everybody inhale your right leg up. And hold. Now point it down so your thighs are parallel. Lift it back up. Thighs are parallel. Lift it back up. Thighs are parallel. Lift it back up. bend the knee and switch. Lift up, point the toe, parallel the thighs, lift up, parallel the thighs, lift your hips higher, lift up, parallel the thighs, lift up, bend the knee, and release. So if you release, either just lie flat and stay here, or your hips on the block and stay here. Okay? We're going to do that one more time. So tuck the toes. Not tuck the toes, feet are flat. Inhale, hips up. So if your feet were too wide, you can just walk them in a little bit. Right? So that'll be easier for you to lift the legs. You lift up, lift the right leg up, and hold. Drop, up, 2 more times. Drop, up, drop, up, and hold. Good. Hips down, lift up, other side. Down and up, down and up. One more time. Down and up, drop down, and this time Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet together, and then knees are open. Okay, so if you don't have the block, just stay in this position. Okay, I'm going to give different variations with the block. All right, so if you're on the block, right, you have the option to lift the block higher. Okay, so make sure it's just right at the sacrum area, and close your eyes. How am I doing that? You can reach your arms above the head. Okay, whatever is comfortable. And eyes are closed. Let's start to bring everything down. It's still very aware of your breath, and we don't want to sleep yet, right? But so you're still inhaling, exhaling, but it's not like a certain rhythm you have to follow. You get 5 more breaths here. I'm going to go full count. Okay, bring your knees together. If you have a block, take it away. Lie straight into Shavasana. Good. So don't rush yet. We still have one more pose. And hold. Okay. Now we're going to come into a upper back opening. If you don't have a block, it's okay. So just take the variations that I'm teaching. Okay, so just lie down without a block. Okay. So if you have a block, walk around. Right. So you want to feel until, there, where the tip of the block is right below the shoulder blades, and you lie down. Okay, so this way. Good, and hold. And so if you're just lying flat without a block, you're just in Shavasana with the arms above your head, and hold. Again, you can take the modifications of the block being higher. Is it this way? Yeah. And hold. Good. Now bend your knees, soles of the feet on the mat. Your feet are as wide as the mat. Okay. Readjust and make sure that you're properly placed onto the mat. Good. Feet keep mat width apart. Okay, so we're not putting the knees together. Okay. Now reach your right hand towards the right, like a T, and drop your knees over towards your left, and hold. Okay. If you want to look over to the right, you can, but I find looking up quite comfortable. Eyes are closed. So 膝頭嘅跌向左邊嘅時候咧，你個右手咧係伸展向右邊嘅。其實膝頭哥向左，右手向右 ，hold 住。Yeah, so make sure that nothing hurts. It should be quite, actually, it should feel really amazing with your upper body. And again, for those that are regular practitioners, knowing that you can always place the left ankle on top of the right knee to get a deeper stretch. Holding for 5 more breaths. Try not to force anything. So same thing like we did when we curled the spine. It's like a passive release, right? You're engaged in places, but then you're also you're surrendering a lot in other parts of the body. So your toes and your legs are active, but the weight of it is just going down. Inhale, come back up. Bring your right hand above your head again. And reach your left hand across. If you have space, drop your knees towards your right and hold. Good. So when you reach the hand above that way, it just helps you ground the shoulder. Yeah? Good. And if it feels good, bring the ankle on top. Find your breath. I feel like I'm in such a weird position right now, but it feels good. So I'm going to stay with you guys. Good. You can close your eyes. Deep breathing. 5 more breaths. 5個呼吸。所以記得唔係痛嘅，其實係一個好舒服嘅。如果你個磚太高咧，其實有陣時你平翻佢可能會仲更加好處大。Come back to the center. Now roll your body to one side. Take the block away and just lie down in Shavasana. So lie straight down into Shavasana. Close your eyes. Good. And then make sure that you're in a comfortable position so that your hair, you can take your glasses off. Okay, coming into any movement of the body to make sure that you're actually able to comfortably surrender your whole body onto the mat. So 我哋而家大休息，瞓喺度，你可以或者紮咗啲雞嘅馬尾啦，攞走佢，或者除咗副眼鏡。And once you're there, take a deep breath in and a long releasing exhale. Good. And now just ignoring the breath. Let the breath come back fully natural. Yeah, so if it's still a little bit choppy, then it's choppy. And just let it be natural. Just breathe. Just relax the body. Now feel your jaw unlock. Go half 放鬆, so 唔好咬住棚牙. Right, the lips are gently touching each other, and the skin on the face of the neck is very soft. You know, as you lie down, you feel like it's melting down towards the mat. Right, 個嘴唇合埋, right, 放鬆條脷. Right, 塊面同個頸嘅皮膚係融化個感覺放鬆. And if you still feel that there's any tension, or if you're uncomfortable in any ways, just, don't feel like, I'm coming out of Shavasana, I feel bad. Do what you need to do to make yourself comfortable, And then if you feel like your thighs are like not releasing, I want you to breathe in towards those areas, So when you know the tension is on the hip or something, you inhale, and you exhale, you tell the hip relax. So making that mental connection to the areas of tension and helping it release with an exhale. Okay, we strengthened the body, we stretched it out, we've twisted it, we've inverted it. We've done so many different things. So right now, we really want to give this opportunity for the body to relax. It's an equal balance of finding health physically, but it's equally important finding health mentally. And that's what's so, what I think is so beautiful about yoga, is that you have to have that equal balance between both. It's always great to have a teacher guide you, right, to inspire you to go deeper or surrender deeper, right, or step back. Right, but eventually the key thing is for you to find that within yourself, when you're practicing, when you know that you can self-inspire to go deeper and be humble to tell yourself that you're able to step back. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more time, deep inhale and exhale. You are more than welcome to stay in Shavasana. keeping your eyes closed. Good. And just taking the few seconds to possibly turn your phone off. Right, so because I will still be here talking to you guys after just for a little bit. So if you can, 如果你想保持大家休息啦，你就保持喺度，你用幾秒時間熄咗個電話，咁就我唔使阻住你。Okay, so we're gonna close. For those that are ready, come back up into Sukhasana, hands into the heart center. So 如果你係可以OK 啦，咁就坐起身，雙手喺心口中間。Take a moment to reground the sit bones. Lengthen your spine. Okay, closing class together with one Om. Inhale. Thank you all for today's practice. And thank you all for joining me. Namaste. Alright. Okay, so if you're still in Shavasana, please turn the phone off. Oops, sorry. How's everybody doing? Good. Thank you everybody for joining me today. You're welcome. Again, I will be uploading it on my Facebook. It'll be on my Facebook. And I'll also be putting it on to my super new baby on YouTube. But I find that YouTube, because when I put it on Instagram, I know a lot of you are probably on my Instagram. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I know a lot of you guys are on my Instagram, but Instagram only I can edit 60 minutes, so it's actually nice to have like no limitation. So if you want, you can practice with me on Facebook or on YouTube. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so if any questions, I'm always here for you as a teacher. All I have is just, my experience in my practice of yoga and all the things that I've gone through, right? I want you to understand that the journey of yoga is not like this. 做瑜伽咧，任何嘢都唔係咁樣直上嘅, right? There's always like up and down, right? So if you feel like you're a bit kind of blah today, or if you're able to do a headstand one day and then you're unable to do a headstand the other day, I want you to know that's perfectly normal, right? And then what you do is that you persevere. And you understand that, today is just, I'm tired, right? Or today I'm mentally unable to just focus on my mat, which is totally fine, right? So don't ever beat yourself up for any reason whatsoever in regards to your practice, right? But always have a mentality of just being humble and know that you can never learn enough. That's the most important thing. Oh, I love you too, Yoko. Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. It's raining, so make sure you bring the umbrella out, okay? Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.